The state recommendation is 12 months to serve 10 weekends, which is 20 days. The balance will be suspended.
No.
Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and this clip is another one from Judge Tammi Long Hayward's courtroom. And it's about a guy who saw some peaches on a loading dock and decided to take them. And I think the attorney gets a little irritated that they're even prosecuting this, but anyway, I'll let you guys watch it and let me know what you think in the comments. Also, tell me what judges you guys want me to follow. I mean, I know, Simpson, Manning, Bryant, those guys, of course. But if there's others that you guys really like that you want me to make sure I kind of keep track of all the time, let me know that, because there's so many judges and I can never get through everybody's dockets every day. So I miss some of the good stuff. So anyway, let me know, put it in the comments, and I'll do my best to keep up to date with those judges.
Is that good?
There you are, but now you turned your video off.
I'm old. I don't know about all this technology.
That's okay, Mr. Dempsey. I'm right there with you, but I've had to learn. There you are.
There I am.
We have sound and video. So, Mr.
Yes,
Dempsey,
ma'am.
raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. You're represented by Mr. Byron Morgan, who is here with you on the video court. You're before the court for 2020 CR 07943, charged with theft by deception. Mr. Morgan, what does your client plead to the offense before the court?
He pleads nolo, Your Honor.
All right. So by entering a plea of nolo, Mr. Dempsey, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself or present any testimony or evidence against yourself. And if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Factual basis and recommendation, please, Ms. Janvier.
Your Honor, I would read the factual basis with respect to this case.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, on September the 14th, 2022, officer made contact with Mr. Clyde Alexandra, who stated that Mr. Jerry Dempsey went to his place of business. Your Honor, the victim indicated that Mr. Dempsey came to the business place to buy pepper, ranch, dressing, onion, and other stuff. But the officer indicated that Mr. Dempsey made an order for 12 cases of peach to his order, which Mr. Dempsey did not make payment for. Your Honor, the victim indicated that Mr. Dempsey put the items in his truck and left without not making payment. The officer also made contact with Mr. James Hampton, who also stated that Mr. Dempsey did not make the order or pay for the 12 cases of peaches that he departed with in his truck. Your Honor, that's the factual basis. The state recommendation is 12 months to serve 10 weekends, which is 20 days. The balance will be suspended.
No.
Yeah, I wrote that one on there for you, Mr. Van Dyke. It's on your sheet, the agreement we made.
Your Honor, I will recount that. The state recommendation is 12-month probation, a $300 fine, and anti-theft restitution.
It was an anti-theft class, Your Honor. There is no restitution. They got the peaches back.
There,
Okay.
there is the victim is requesting restitution, so if we need to have a hearing, we'll do so, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, how much is the victim asking for in restitution?
Ms. McIntosh?
I mean, did he get
Good
the
morning.
peaches back, or was it diminished value of the peaches we're talking about?
No, there wasn't any diminished value.
They were
The
put back
total-
on the dock.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead, Ms. McIntosh. What they asking for?
The total amount is $2,026.64. The victim
Yeah.
is on the call, Your Honor.
All
were-
right. Hold on. Who's the victim in this case?
Mr. Alexander.
Mr.
Todd
Alexander? I don't
Yes,
see you.
ma'am.
Oh, there you are. So, Mr. Alexander, may I see you, please?
Yes, yeah, let me cut my camera. How
All
you
right,
doing?
raise your right hand for me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand out. So my understanding, Mr. Alexander, from Mr. Morgan, is that you got the peaches back, but then my understanding from the state is that you're seeking restitution in the amount of $2,000.
Yeah, I can find out about that, Your Honor. I'm not positive if the peaches were returned that day or not. But I had an invoice in my computer system, which led me to I've got the paperwork with the 11 peaches on it. We have it in our computer system when it was wrote out after the police arrived. But I can make a phone call and find out to see if they were returned that day or not returned that day. I'm not 100% on that.
Well, Judge, if I could just ask a question of the witness. So you're not telling me 12 cases of peaches cost $2,000, are you?
Well, 11 peaches at $28 a basket is $308, and then on the bottom of every invoice that goes out of our building is the PACA terms, which all produce businesses go by, and it's an 18% interest charge for each year, and that's what's listed on there as well. And that term's listed on every invoice that he would have received doing business with us over the years, and that's listed on everything that we send out of the building.
So let me make sure I've got this right, because I can do the math in my head, and $273.
I've got a piece
No matter how, sir, let me finish, please.
Hold on, Mr. Morgan, calm down. We're gonna work this out. There's no need to be abrasive. Mr. Alexander, I'm sure, is doing what he thinks he's supposed to be doing. It's probably just a misunderstanding. All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
Mr.
we
Morgan.
just had an invoice still in the computer for it was all, and that's why I brought the invoice and gave it to the solicitor's office here,
Okay,
because
so
we still had an open invoice in our computer
Hold
system.
on, Mr. Alexander, let Mr. Morgan ask you a question first.
Okay, no problem.
so the peaches are worth $273, is that right?
308.
308. Okay, and no matter how many years you compound 18% interest, it doesn't come up to $2,000, does it?
It's 18%. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That was it.
It says, I'm gonna read the terms to you here that's listed on all the invoices. 18% PACA interest charge service 2021, 18% package charge service 2022. And then 2023 wasn't completed, so it was only $388.08. But it says the statement that we put on every invoice says net due in 21 days, 1.12% interest will be charged on the invoice over 21 days. If you have a problem with our produce, you must call them within 24 hours and get an adjustment number. There will be no deductions without it. The perishable agricultural commodities listed on this invoice are sold subject to statutory trust authorized by Section 5C of the Perishable Agreement Commodities. 19, the seller of these commodities arranges a trust claim over these commodities. All inventories of food or other products derived from these commodities and receivables of
So,
proceeds from the sale.
Mr. Alexander, I hate to interrupt you, but generally when we're talking about restitution, we're talking about the fair market retail value of a thing, what it would cost for it to be replaced.
Okay.
So what you're talking about are contract terms for the relationship that you would have had with Mr. Dempsey as a
Before,
wholesale buyer and seller. So
Okay.
those terms wouldn't be applicable in this case. It would just
Okay.
be what the peaches would have cost if somebody rode up to your business.
got you.
Okay.
Can I please
No
say
problem.
something real
I
quick?
I
Hold on,
can
Mr.
call and
Dempsey.
find out if they were returned or not returned. I'm just not 100% on that, Your Honor.
All right, could you make that call? Just mute your device and make that call real quick for me.
Yeah, give me
And
just
can
a
I
second.
say something, Your Honor?
Hold on, Mr. Dempsey. Mr. Morgan may not want you
Okay.
to say something.
Not yet.
I don't mind.
So, all right, Mr. Alexander, if you'll mute your device and just make that call.
Well, this ain't even the right guy.
Hold on,
This
Mr.
is
Dempsey.
the son. Okay.
I get it, but that might be who they have handling it today. That's all right. Let's just make sure that we can clarify that the peaches were returned.
They were within 20 minutes.
Okay, I got you, but
Okay.
we'll just get clarification of that, and that way we
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
have to worry about anything having to do with restitution. So it is my
Yes, ma'am.
understanding that the sentence was 12 months probation, a fine in the amount of $300, and an anti-theft course. Was this TOC or was it to continue?
Your Honor, there's no TOC with it.
Okay. All right, so just give me a few minutes and let's see if Mr. Alexander comes back with that, and then we can finalize this, all right?
Okay, and Judge, while we're waiting on that, if I could just interpose, the addition to the agreement was that once he completed all terms of probation could be terminated.
Oh, well, that was what I was asking, TOC. Termination upon completion. I don't have a problem with it. Mr. Van Dyke, do you have a problem with termination upon completion?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, so we'll add that, and then let me just go on to
I'm sorry. I spoke with
Mr. Alexander.
I spoke with my father, and he's the one that runs the company. He did say the peaches were returned within maybe 20 or 30 minutes after the police arrived.
All right, then that makes sense. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Alexander.
No
So
problem.
the sentence is going to be in exchange for the NOLO plea, 12 months probation, a fine in the amount of $300. Mr. Dempsey, that fine is going to be $444 total with the surcharges that come with that. And then the
Yes, ma'am.
anti-theft course, once you have shown proof of payment of the fines and fees and completion of the anti-theft course, then your probation will terminate. What I'm going to do now is put you in a breakout room with Mr. Carmichael. Mr. Carmichael is our probation expert, and he's going to give you any information that you need to successfully complete probation. He's also going to answer any questions that you might have that are specific to your particular situation, okay?
Okay. So
All
I
right.
just stay on the phone?
Yes, if you stay
I
on
don't
the
have
phone.
to do anything?
Well, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen is you're going to get an invitation that pops up on your screen that says invitation to breakout room 6. And what you're going to do is just click on that. And then once you've done that, you'll go into the breakout room with Mr. Carmichael. When you're finished, you can just exit the call. You do not have to come back to the main room. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Your
All
Honor,
right,
for all
sir.
your help.
All right. Take care.
Well, those peaches ended up costing him quite a bit more than he bargained for, probably. Anyway, he is lucky he didn't go to jail. He could have. It's a good thing he returned them. I would have liked to hear a reason why he took them. You know, did he think they were garbage, or did he think they were, somehow not good and they were just going to end up in the trash for whatever reason? And maybe that's why he took them. I don't know. It would have been nice to find that out. Anyway, don't forget to leave the name of your favorite judge in the comments, and I will make sure to try to follow them all the time. Thank you.